I'm going to go ahead and start this video so that we join the game very quickly.
I am doing the same.
Amongst the volcanic islands of the South Pacific, opposing fleets vie for dominance across a small archipelago of lush tropical islands. The green palm trees and white sandy beaches will shortly be sullied by the gray of steel and black of gunpowder, and only one team will be declared champion. This is Trap. Trap is a 42 by 42 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running in a line from southwest to northeast. The A cap is in the bottom left, B is towards the center, and C is in the top right. Each capture point has a unique island configuration that makes both assaulting and defending it a particular challenge. In the extreme southwest corner, the A cap is the least congested by islands, but remains exceptionally claustrophobic due to its proximity to the map borders. The northern and northeastern cap edges have some island cover that can be utilized by Allied cruisers, but there are precious few places to hide, and even fewer places to run. The half-submerged caldera in the center of B cap is a magnet for friendly destroyers seeking shelter from enemy fire, but hugging it too tightly, or failing to recognize when it's time to cut losses and retreat, has cost more than one intrepid destroyer captain their ship. Just a few more leagues to the northeast, the capture circle of Cap C is wide open, but the perimeter is anything but. A half-dozen islands are scattered along the rim, and when added to those nearby, offer friendly cruisers a myriad of nooks and crannies from which to spring radar on unsuspecting destroyers as they vie for control. Trap is a challenging map for even seasoned teams to play well. Historically, action has tended to move in a clockwise or counterclockwise motion centered around the B cap, but will that remain true as new teams and new strategies enter the mix? 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Trap.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing you now Game 4 of this North American semifinal here in King of the C9, PWP versus 07, as we head into Trap.
It's a trap.
It's a well-planned deception.
It's a tarp.
That's right. I, again, am not seeing any lineup changes for PWP. Nope, same gig. Double Daring, Double Smolensk, Stalin, Moskva, Des Moines, and Double Kremlin.
Yeah, not too much going on here. I'm just literally zooming past ships because it sounds fun.
Right, I don't see any change for 07 either. PWP opting for a very wide split here. They're about to shove Kirov's Daring into B. He's backed up at close range by Selemane's Des Moines. Moskva, Daring, Smolensk, Stalingrad, and Miku's Kremlin all headed down the west down the H and I lines, going to A. As UNSC's Kremlin looks like he's moving up. He's moving up the 8 line, kind of for this gap on the edge of the B cap. And Miracle Shokaku Smolensk is the lone ship headed up the 9 line. I guess he's going to C to kind of try and hold back the floodgates.
And the 07 side, they're going to the caps, guys.
You're so helpful.
We've got Summer, Salem, Kremlin heading to A, Draken, and the Shimikazes in B cap with Invader Zim backing him up. Potato 69 is about to get into C cap with Dolphin Princess and Smolensk and Beaver, and William the Dank in the Des Moines and Kremlin respectively backing him up over at Charlie.
Well, they're going to get C for free. There's nobody up there to even spot them, much less slow them down. Kirov must be... I'm not sure why Kirov is... Is he trying to leave the cap? No, he's just repositioning so he can leave the cap when he's ready.
Makes sense. He's expecting the radar.
He's within the Moskva's radar range, but they're right now they have declined to radar him.
Now, was Zim spotted, or did they just get lucky with those random shots?
They spotted Zim somehow. I assume the Daring could see him around the island at some point. Zim was spotted. 07 continues to use their triple destroyer composition to put early pressure on PWP. In games 1 and 2, that ultimately did not make a difference, but in game 3 it absolutely did. So they're trying once again to make it work here, as PWP is barely going to stop them from capping A, as Ghost of a Smile sneaks onto the cap here with just seconds before it had ticked over.
I'll tell you what, Dragon got very lucky once again, just barely missing those torpedoes. And what are we omnoming today, SeaRaptor?
It's still M&Ms. They're all gone now, though. That was the last 2.
No fair.
You
know what? I might just have to take my concrete mixer out of the freezer.
Your what? Oh, is that ice cream?
Mixer,
that's ice cream, right?
Yeah, it's
Ben and
custard from Culver's.
Ah, okay. There you go.
Cookie dough craving plus Butterfinger. Yum,
Something
yum,
like that,
yum.
yeah. 4 minutes gone as 07 working out about a 50-point lead here. They are the only ones ticking up points. They own the C cap. A is very much contested. They see not good enough now as Ghost of a Smile spots him, but he is out of the Salem's radar range. So good enough they can see. He cannot spot Ghost of a Smile in exchange.
Ashen Wolf has backed up to about a third of the A cap. Pulling forward now, a little bit afraid of being detected there with so many ships that it could possibly shoot him. Oh, there's the smoke.
That's the Smolensk.
There's Smolensk, yeah,
Yep,
Fever.
there's your Smolensk. They're going to start farming Big Ben now. He and Miku both down about 20,000 hit points or so. There's so much PWP force at this cap, Zath. I don't think they can hold. They certainly can't hold it with a Salem and a Kremlin. Like, that's not happening. What they need to try and do is pull these ships out of here and not lose them.
Well, Big Ben's got the exit ability up in front of him.
Ben's got the exit strategy here. He's going for the gap. Looks like my suspicion is as he comes out of that gap, he'll turn north. But when he does, he's going to be looking straight down to the barrels of UNSC's Kremlin.
I like that there's a Des Moines literally right in front of Big Ben. His guns are turning. He sees it too.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Big Ben actually kind of pausing, slowing down in that gap. Now sheltered from the ships to the south, but Kremlin, Stalin, Moskva pushing straight up the 3 line. They're going to come right after him. They are not even slowing down as they've basically driven these guys out of the A cap. That will become PWP's first cap here with 6 minutes gone. They start ticking up at the same rate as 07.
Yep. Now, Sullivan in the Des Moines didn't take as much damage as Big Ben was hoping for there. It looked like he just took 1 pen on the side, and it missed the Citadel there. That would have been a really big play had it hit Sullivan's bow Citadel.
Quincy pops his radar in A, looking for an info radar, trying to get positions on... They weren't sure where the Salem and Big Ben... Well, they knew where Ben was. They weren't sure where the Salem was or the Summers. They did spot Ashenwell's Summers briefly. But Big Ben under a tremendous amount of threat here, caught out between just a lot of ships.
Yeah, it's one of those radars where good enough just realizes just how fooked he is.
Yeah, Ben healing now. I mean, it's going to take them a little while to root him out and crush him, but I just have a hard time imagining a scenario where he survives.
I mean, this makes me think of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? Where the two of them are back-to-back, shooting down people on either side of them.
Solid salvo from Big Ben there on Celamane, knocking off about 14K.
Now, while this is all going down, it's important to note that the group at CCAP isn't resting on their laurels.
Let's see, what are they doing?
Pushing through hard.
We haven't seen them in forever.
They are pushing down hard. Oh, Miku, watch Miku, watch Miku.
Oh, no, Miku. Miku caught in a cross torpedo, but he's going to stop. He's going to eat 2 from the Summers and 3 from the Summers.
Something else.
Uh-oh, Ghost of a Smile took 1 from the Summers. He's taking another.
That's it, that's it.
That's a huge, huge kill for 07. Quincy's even going to take 1. No, they run out. They run out just in time. What a beautiful cross torp. Zath, we talked about it earlier. The cross torping we saw out of who was it? It was KSC, right?
Yeah, that could be a decisive cross torp right there.
It's certainly going to make a huge difference in this game because Miku's now upside down on health. He actually has less health now than Big Ben. He's continuing to burn.
Meanwhile, Big Ben is in a position, as always, to just hit that Des Moines as soon as he gets spotted. There he is.
Now, they've continued to chunk down Invader Zim, who's just gone dark. Zim now under about 16K. As they're throwing more Big Ben shells, more shells out of this Kremlin. Oh! Celamane just got hammered, down to 1,200 HP. They've got to get that
Dolphin
kill.
Princess opening up on Celamane.
That's right. More shells falling on Celamane from astern from Dolphin Princess. There he goes.
07 is not willing to let this rest yet.
Not going quietly. What looked like a really bad board position for Big Ben, they've actually turned into something of an advantage. Now,
Now watch Miku. He's coming around the corner.
Miku's coming around the corner. I think he's trying to wipe out the Salem. Yep, he's putting shots into the Salem stern. He does put about 12k into not good enoughs, but it doesn't kill him. But Big Ben's guns are reloading. This is the salvo we're waiting on. He's moving up. Wipes him out. Wipes him out.
And we're going to a game 5, sir.
I really think so, Zath. How does PWP come back from this? They're 3 ships down. That's huge. Just huge. 07 working on a 400-point lead here, and we're not even to the halfway mark of the match. That clutch torpedo salvo. Clutch torpedo cross-torp from the Summers and the Shimakaze.
Speaking of which, USNC just took a torpedo. His engines are out, and he's on fire. Toasty!
Yep, flooding and burning here is UNSC. I tell you, Zap, the 07 destroyers have made their presence felt this game like no other they have in this series.
Not good enough for a team. Probably going to go down, but that's okay. They have established the win condition.
He's done his work and then some. And they may yet kill Big Ben. I mean, they've got a long way to go, and if they can kill... There goes UNSC. Nope. PWP without their battleships. Both of their battleships out here before the halfway mark of the match.
Oh, Summers torpedoes coming in. Probably won't hit Moscow. Maybe it might hit Moskva. No. Those torps will all fizzle, unfortunately. But it'll scare them. That's worth something, right?
What's interesting, we're playing a little bit of Ring Around the Island now. Big Ben having to run from Quincy's Stalingrad. Gets his stern turret out on Quincy. He's going to probably... What is he going to do? Turn and head south into the A-cap, maybe? I don't know.
He could, or he could just go straight. I mean...
Yep, he's gonna continue... He's still caught in a bad position, right? He's got 2 ships chasing him from behind, the Smolensk off his starboard side, and a Daring in front of him. So they may yet get this kill, but those 4 ships that I just called out are basically all that PWP has left. They just hammered Quincy. Quincy with just a massive hit.
Yep.
I think they're going to get Ben, but I don't think it's going to matter in the end.
No. I mean, the problem is the time it takes to kill Big Ben right now is the time it's necessary for 07 to take defensive positions at BK.
Pretty much. I mean, they're going to get Ben, but then... So that narrows the gap to only 2 ships. But now if you're PWP, what do? You can't get... I mean,
lose
you can't...
Stalingrad.
You can't... Yeah, I mean, I think Quincy's going to go down, and you can't get back into B. Look how 07's arranged. Look how they've arranged themselves around this cap. You'll never get into B. That is not happening.
I mean, Ashen Wolf is even opening up with his guns. That's how... I mean, they've basically said, this is it, GG.
Yeah, this is...
Kirov now detected by Potato.
This is not going to happen. We're going to have a game 5, Zath. 07 had just dominated this game. And it all started with that cross-torp. What an amazing torpedo salvo.
It's just interesting how those little plays, which don't seem like a big deal, can really open things up.
Yep. Made a huge difference.
Kirov still alive, surprisingly enough, as he smokes up.
Airship trying to heal, is healing in smoke. But he's down.
Might go down here. Potato's on fire. That's it for Potato. But you know what? Shino Akane goes down, and that's it.
Miracle Shokaku.
What are you left with?
Yep. Shokaku finally going down, way down on the J line.
Dolphin Princess saying, "I am the better Smolensk."
Kirov in smoke, putting torps out on Williams Kremlin here, but 60 seconds on the timer. Williams got shells going in on Fever Nova. Doesn't get much out of them. Fever's got a bunch of torpedoes in his face.
Oh, but that's not done yet.
No, it's not. Oh, believe me, he sees them all. His hydro is up, I believe.
Yeah.
But he can't dodge them all.
Boom.
He takes 1 in the bow, down to 9K. I think they're going to get him, and when he does, that'll be the game.
Spreadsheet says he's having fun, guys.
I mean, he ate Shimakaze torpedoes. Of course he's having fun. And there he goes.
Doink.
There we go. 07 with the huge win on trap here, forcing Game 5.
What a dramatic game.
Their destroyer, like up until this game, Zath, their destroyers did a brilliant job of controlling caps, but I didn't feel like the torpedo salvos were really kind of making an impact. But that game, unquestionably, those torpedoes were everywhere.
So the thing about trap is it really works to funnel teams into two different areas. One is A cap, and two is the area south of C cap. '07 obviously kind of gambling early, saying, "Hey, I think they're going to go for A." Sure enough, a decent chunk went to A, and those torpedoes sealed the deal.